Welcome, everyone. This is the Ins Justify the Memes, the show where the lowest of the low, that is the most wretched of wretched and deplorable to end all deplorables, two white, heterosexual Christian males from the American South who talk about philosophy, politics, history, health, and what it means to be a man in the 21st century. I'll be your host, Bill, and this is my producer, co-host, Tank. You're just glitched in the Matrix there. Anyways, so grab yourself a beer and lend us your ear because the ends always justify the memes. You didn't start the entropy stream, did you, Tank? Because I usually do it.
It starts on its own.
Huh?
It doesn't when I don't want to go live, it automatically does. I didn't start it. No, I didn't start it.
You have to sign in, bud. I just realized that like right before we went live.
I never. Oh, well, hold on.
Yeah, because I always hook up. Remember it got messed up some time ago?
That's right. Give me 1 second. Wow. Well,
I got it. I'm on it right now.
You're right. I did not sign into Entropy. I failed at my job. And that's okay.
I'm getting it up right now. As Don
Val! Gene is back. I ain't seen her in a while. What the hell?
Val stopped by all -1 the other day.
What the crystal meth?
Was arguing with Strippy in the chat on Entropy because
what the child services?
I mean, yeah.
Smidge, man. Okay. Yeah.
Just don't F up so much and you get smidge slapped. Yeah.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Well, we'll talk about that, guy.
Or am I cutting out? Is it just me now?
Are we there? What's going on?
You're getting real grainy on my end. I don't know. Everything else looks fine.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties already. That's always fun. Let me check my Ethernet connection.
Check it out.
It is in there solidly, Tank.
I don't know.
Gotta be on your end. Gotta be on your end.
It's either on my end or...
Anyways, I didn't tell you before the show, man. We got a warning.
From who?
From YouTube.
For what?
So that's like if we get another thing, it's a strike. We got a warning.
Ooh.
And I might appeal it. I gotta see what I said, but I'm pretty sure I know what I said because I said it was medical misinformation. So but it's nothing I haven't said before. So there you go.
COVID's fake.
There you go. Everything's fake.
So is AIDS.
Including this show.
Everything's
the real fake news. That's
COVID's
right.
Fake.
All right, Entropy's up and running. And all right, let me get the YouTubes closed down here since chat's on the StreamYards. And let's do some memes, guys. You want to do some memes?
Memes? Yeah, let's do it.
Well, technical difficulties notwithstanding, we have to, push on and get these memes going. When you're trying to cut back on posting memes, but the government won't stop doing crazy stuff. Why do they make me do this?
They do it on purpose. That's the whole point.
Yeah. So this week, despite not having the wife and the baby around, I still didn't have time to get this all together on the slides, which I think looks much nicer. But anyways, we'll go through it like this.
This looks fine.
Yeah, it works. Here's a little song I wrote. If you aren't on the government watch list by now, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't know how you sing that. Yeah, it's funny because Tank was telling me about this new Discord server called Gilded, and I was like, dude, that's old. That's old news.
I don't keep up with this shit.
I know.
I don't keep up with this shit.
Yeah, be careful about that, though, Tank. You're running into this stuff. bedpost.
I hope we
And,
get it so good that we get arrested during a high-profile cocaine party like that.
That would be nice if we could be big time YouTubers with like
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands or millions of subs.
If
And
you're getting getting
then we
arrested,
could just, dude, we could leave our wives and go live in the woods like rednecks and just do strippers and cocaine all the time.
hell yeah. But it's a good look. It's a good look when when you're doing cocaine, you get arrested wearing like a $5,000 suit. That's a solid move.
Yeah, that you're right. It's a power move. Total power move.
What was? No, I saw you put something in your pocket. What was that? What did you put in there? What was it that was in your pocket, though? Because it seemed interesting. It seemed like really interesting. What was it? No, you can tell me. You can tell me. Just tell me what's in your pocket.
Tell me what's in your pocket,
Let me see.
man. Tell
Turn
me what's going on.
Pockets out really quick.
Tell me what's going on. Yeah. No, it's funny actually. If you play around with modern change, have you ever put
quarters, a nickel,
money on a railroad track tank? Like seeing what it does? It's pretty cool.
I ain't got that kind of money to be wasting on railroad tracks.
I know, but there's old wives' tales that you'll derail a train, which is nonsense. But
Yeah, I doubt that.
it's
Yeah.
interesting.
a penny, and a dime on the tracks. Here comes the train. All right, let's see what happened.
Oh wow!
I mean,
Imagine that.
yeah, it's like magic or something. I'm no expert, but trying to provoke a war with Russia, who exports fertilizer to the world just before the start of planting season in the middle of a supply chain crisis, sounds like an idea a crackhead would come up with. Is there anyone like that close to Biden?
Nope.
Yeah. Asking for a
news.
friend,
Fake news.
Yep. Keystone XL pipeline. Why would Putin do this? Yeah, it's like 2021, 2022.
Ooh.
That's over that gas price. And before voting for Biden versus after voting for Biden, some big changes.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't listen though. They wouldn't get on the Trump train. Now they're on the Biden train.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's fortunately I'm not seeing any of that around here, but I can see that happening in a lot of cities. And they've already hit $8 a gallon. Prices kind of stabilized around here around about $4.
Yeah, ours is little under 4.
Yeah.
Right now. That's still, I mean, compared to what it was last year, it was like $2.
I was watching it go up 10 cents every week, then it jumped like 20 cents like twice in a week. Of course, I'm not going to scream like Chris Farley, blow up my mic in your ears.
Speaking of cocaine.
But yeah. For the love of God, everything you touch turns to shit. Right?
Oh, yeah.
People will forget your words. They will forget your accomplishments, but no one will forget that you voted for Joe Biden. Biden has only been in the White House for 433 days. This is as of yesterday. Do you now see how quickly a country can be destroyed?
He was on his way out anyway.
Yeah. Y'all thought you were getting unlimited stimmies and canceled student loans. Now it's World War III. Free crack pipes and $6 a gallon. And of course, you get to hear all the amazing speeches and stuff. And Biden called for the overthrow of leaders of large nations.
This man cannot remain in power. God bless you all, and may God defend our freedom, and may God protect our troops.
experience. You are the leader of this country.
Because it's ridiculous. Nobody believes we're going to take down. I was talking about taking down Putin. Nobody believes that.
Why would anyone? Why would anyone believe that? Biden's approval rating hits a lowest point for his presidency. Of course, this is not really news because every week his approval just goes down. So every week it's a new low.
Yeah, but he doesn't know what's happening. So
yeah, right. And of course his staff they're pretty peeved every time he opens his mouth. They have to release a statement saying that's not actually what he meant. And you just heard an example. Here's some more. I believe this is all with old Peter Ducey.
Other leaders in the world are going to start to doubt that America is back if some of these big things that you say on the world stage keep getting walked back.
What's getting walked back?
It made it sound like, just in the last couple days, it sounded like you told U.S. troops they were going to Ukraine. It sounded like you said it was possible the U.S. would use a chemical weapon, and it sounded like you were calling for regime change in Russia, and we know
none of the three occurred.
Didn't happen.
None of the three occurred.
None of the three.
Nope.
Mr. President.
Lie. Fake news.
We don't have it on video or anything.
Didn't happen.
You know, right? But Ducey, he wasn't the only one pushing this stuff, and he wasn't the only one asking tough questions. So here's another lady.
Understand you have more foreign policy experience than any president who's ever held this office. Whether those are your personal feelings or your feelings as president, do you understand why people would believe you, as someone commanding one of the largest nuclear arsenals in the world, saying someone cannot remain in power is a statement of U.S. policy? And also, are you concerned about propaganda use of those remarks by the Russians?
No and no.
Tell me why. You have so much experience. You are the leader of this country.
Because it's ridiculous. Nobody believes we're going to take down. I was talking about taking down Putin. Nobody believes that.
I believe that.
Do you?
I'm nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody.
Again, Biden probably said the quiet part out loud where, if Putin doesn't do exactly what they want, I would say, I don't know. I think Putin plays ball with them more than they like to admit.
Probably.
Yeah. Any case, we have some comments from Tucker about this, and he's pretty on the nose, and I think I see the writing on the wall where this is going, but I'll unravel it via the memes.
Everything that he has said for the last week is true, and none of it has been corrected by people who work for him. The truth is, Joe Biden has no idea. Joe Biden has no idea what his publicists say when he goes to sleep. Then midway through his answer, Biden starts walking back his own comments. He does that just minutes after saying he would never walk back his own comments. None of that occurred, Biden said. Look, it feels almost like we're being mean to the guy by quoting him, and no one wants that. No one is making fun of his age or his diminished condition, only trying to defend the country. Then moments later, Biden declared that no reasonable person would think he wants regime change in Russia. Watch this if you can stand it.
Because it's ridiculous. Nobody believes we're going to take down. I was talking about taking down Putin. Nobody believes that.
All right, joke's over. Too much is at stake. As there was ever a time, if there was in U.S. history ever a time to invoke the 25th Amendment, it is now.
No, I ain't putting Kamala in there. She's worse. I think I'd rather have Biden over Kamala.
Well, meanwhile, old Biden did the presidential thing and visited and ate with some troops to show he was one of the guys, one of the pals. And here we see a picture of Trump, of course, and the troops. And then there we see the troops come in, and they're not even standing up. Now, anyone who's in the military knows that when an officer walks in the room, you stand up. the commander-in-chief is the highest officer in the United States, you stand up when he enters the room. You come to attention. So, yeah, that's a pretty interesting thing here. Val, you don't have me on Twitter. I'm not like so secretive about who I am. I just don't generally give it out here on the airwaves directly, but I don't know. You talks to amongst some peoples. They can probably connect you with me on Twitter. Some people found me there. So I don't know. I can figure it out, or I can find you there maybe. And I'll send you that meme if you want it. If you want it that bad. Anyway, so yeah, so we have that. And we have the troops are aghast that this buffoon is the president. Joe Biden digs into pizza pie like an animal before the soldiers got any. And the military senior officers always eat last and have manners, for crying out loud. Yeah, because troop welfare is a priority, and you make sure that your troops are fed first. Like, it's not like you wouldn't eat at all necessarily, but you want to make sure your guys have been fed. So you wait. Also, good advice if you're trying to lead people anywhere. Always make yourself last. Look after them first. You'll be a much more effective leader than if they see you basically getting a lot of perks and being lazy. When the weird kid invites himself to the eat lunch at your cool kid's table. Bond. James Bond. Moron. Effing moron.
What the hell?
Yeah.
He's unclear. Sometimes he wears a mask, sometimes he doesn't. The troops aren't standing for him when he walks in the room. We see this as incredible weakness. We see this as something that's really unclear to the American people. He's saying that sanctions don't work. Now he's talking about putting troops inside Ukraine. The messaging is so much of a mess that it's no wonder that people are really looking at him and taking advantage of weakness. I mean, we could list, everybody knows all of the different countries and leaders that are looking at the United States right now and beginning to make moves and to go on the offense. We have a crisis right now in the United States because our leadership looks incredibly weak and is acting incredibly weak.
You know, at first you hear that from the president, and you think, well, maybe he's just talking about the footage. We're all seeing this stuff. It's all over social media and TV. But he said, when you're going to see when you're there. That's what the president just said to the troops about being in Ukraine. You know, I don't know. I don't want to give away any sources or methods here, but it seems like he's giving away intelligence in that very soundbite.
Look, I think that if we were talking about a normal president, most people would immediately see that as a early flag and a slip up. But with Joe Biden, you know, he's so weak and fumbling and mumbling that he makes these gaffes all the time that the media is kind of used to it. They shrug their shoulders as like, oh, that's old Uncle Joe.
Yeah. And of course, we always have Jen Psaki to cover for him. You know, she's great. She's been a remarkable press secretary. Just watch.
These latest accusations, like all previous such accusations, are ludicrous. As a matter of long-standing policy, the United States does not support political transitions by non-constitutional means. Political transitions must be democratic, constitutional, peaceful, and legal.
Whoa. The U.S. has a long-standing practice of not promoting, what did you say? How long-standing is that?
Well, my point here, Matt, without getting into history, is that we do not support, we have no involvement with, and these are ludicrous accusations.
Now this did something right. I haven't seen a Now This thing in forever, but they used to be garbage. That was pretty good. Man. Yeah. But guys, regardless, just remember this is all this was always just about, US biolabs in Ukraine, Joe Biden, and Hunter Biden. That old 10%. And if you hadn't heard, Hunter Biden's been having a bad time.
First, he learned from the Wall Street Journal that prosecutors who are trying to charge him with crimes are advancing their tax probe of Hunter Biden, saying that grand jury witnesses just recently in February heard about past drug use, his spending habits, and all sorts of very fancy things that he got, like a new Fisker $142,000 car, courtesy of Kazakhstan. But in addition to that bad news, we also know that Hunter's wife might be fooling around on him on the beach in Rio de Janeiro out there in Brazil. Daily Mail reporting, life's a beach. Hunter Biden's bikini-clad wife, Melissa Cohen, seen right down here. You can see she lives it up in Rio de Janeiro as Hunter Biden continues to suffer from the tax probe in Delaware. She's frolicking around on the beach. Life's good.
Yeah. With two gentlemen, one she's holding hands with. There are numerous other pictures. But Hunter, it's just, over and over again, it's just something popping up with him, right? Just can't stop it. Meanwhile, from the Gateway Pundit, we have the FBI cyber chief says he doesn't know where Hunter Biden's laptop from hell is. It just magically disappeared.
That's strange.
Yeah. But Matt Gaetz in his baseness, he entered some of the evidence into Congress. So here's that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. After a consultation with majority staff, I seek unanimous consent to enter into the record of this committee content from, files from, and copies from the Hunter Biden laptop.
Without objection.
Thank you. Yield back.
Without objection.
So what does that mean?
They're just in. They're in.
Okay.
It just means they're in the congressional record, which means basically it's protected. It shouldn't be destroyed. But
so does that mean they're verified or?
Well, the New York Times verified them. I don't know why.
Well, 60 Minutes told Trump that they can't be verified, that it's physically impossible. They said you would get a camel through the eye of a needle before we could verify these emails.
Right.
If I remember correctly.
Well, that's because it was the New York Post who broke the story and other people who were Republicans who verified. Only if the progressive left libertine New York Times verifies it can it be true.
Oh, I see.
That's what's going on there. Anyways, this is really, I think what we're seeing is that Hunter's actually getting in some deeper trouble. I don't think any of these people are going to see any real jail time or any real trouble, but Hunter could get some slap on the wrist kind of thing. And I think between this scandal and Joe Biden's mental state, they will, everyone wanted to know when he was going to exit, like how soon would that be, right? And a lot of people thought it'd be last summer, which of course didn't happen. But yeah, there's just no way he's going to be able to run again for certain. And I don't think he can finish out his term.
What's the over-under on him getting either Amendment 25th or dying?
He'll resign.
You think so?
That's my prediction. He's going to resign because of his son's scandal, and he's going to say he's going to have to take care of stuff at home and that he can't be a leader. Something like that. I don't think they'll ever admit that he is, he's got Alzheimer's or dementia right now. Dementia is what it seems like he has. So just that seems to be the direction that this is going. In other news of the world global elite, kid friendly, whatever else they do stuff, peoples. FEC fines DNC and Hillary Clinton for lying about funding of debunked Russia dossier. Federal Elections Commission has fined the DNC for Hillary's 2016 campaign for lying about the funds of the infamous and discredited Russian dossier used to smear or in an attempt smear toward Donald Trump. And you got to wonder too, because these people do all kinds of things. Like you got to wonder, like the Rosenbergs were executed in 1953 for selling nuclear secrets to Russia. The Clintons actually sold nuclear material for development to Russians. So you got to wonder what's going to happen. All I know is soon, soon. I haven't finished this liter of vodka.
I don't know. Welcome back, Val.
Use my tank, a happy boy. So elsewhere in a better presidential candidate, but not going to be running, we have Ron DeSantis, and we have the alphabet soup people saying,
"No, you can't just sign laws that protect a parent's right to keep children from being taught their sexuality."
And DeSantis saying, anyways, I just signed the bill, to which people are freaking out. And I don't think they're freaking out enough over the proper things. Because DeSantis signing the bill prevents, K through third graders' sexual education. And the fourth graders are like, I'm in danger. Think about it, guys. Think about it. Like, you shouldn't have your kids in public school, just period. At this point. And I know there's hard things and stressors about that and whatever else. And I had a kid raised in public school. I'm not exactly wealthy, but my wife and I are doing all right. We're going to make sure we keep doing all right, do what we have to do, and keep our daughter out of the public schools. And of course, you have mindless zombies like this who don't know what this is about, lecturing others. Well, I'll let the video explain itself.
Don't say gay. Don't say as the first two words in a sentence spoken by a political leader of a state in the United States of America. Don't say. Don't fucking say, you fucking Nazi pig. Say. First Amendment. Read about it. Then run for office. You piece of shit.
What the fuck is up with Ron Perlman? What's he getting in on this?
I don't know, but read about the First Amendment. Maybe you should read the Florida bill. Huh? Consider that. Think that your media is telling you the truth about everything all the time, Ron, maybe? Your friends?
That motherfucker knows. He's a damn Scientologist like the rest of those fucks.
Yep. Some of y'all still want to try to find political compromise with those that want to groom our school-age children and pretend men are women, etc. I think they need to be lined up against the wall before a firing squad to be sent to an early judgment. Now, this was Mr. Robert Foster. This is not me speaking. But, I mean...
That one's spicy.
I mean...
That one is spicy.
But, man, you threaten my kids. Like, realize what you're doing, lefties, as you're trying to create a division in a battle here. It's going to end very badly, very poorly for you, actually.
Well, I'm by myself, guys.
Despite your institutional power and whatever else, in the end, it will be bad for you. All right. Hold on. What is this, man?
I don't know.
Anyways, sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties again. StreamYards. And here we have gay Florida kindergarten teacher worries on MSNBC he won't be able to share his love life with kids anymore. Why do you need to share your personal life with kids? You should be teaching them. I don't remember a single teacher doing that ever. You know, maybe in high school at that point, a little bit. That's a lot different though than little kids, right?
Yeah, for sure. No
Well,
teacher ever shared their love life with me when I was in high school.
What do you mean their love life? But they might speak of their wife or their husband or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Generally their husband. You know, so I don't understand this idea of never mentioning it per se, like personal life at all. But yeah, you also don't want to hear your teacher, and you don't think about your teachers this way. Oh yeah, I was out at the bar last week or whatever. That's not what you're not there to socialize with your teacher. They're there to instruct you, right? So here I have this little video. This is from the UK, but I thought this was apropos either way.
You're going to tell Thomas White it's a brilliant idea for him to marry you. Yes.
The school has no boy or girl uniforms, and all ages take part in LGBT
They're going
lessons.
to go out into that world and find this diversity around them, and they'll find that at a young age as well. And the more they can be accepting at this age, you're not going to face it further on, because the children will be accepting now and will be accepting this diversity around them.
State-funded media, you gotta love it. Yeah. So, okay, class, today we're protesting against the Don't Say Gay bill. That's gay. In more news in Florida,
Democrats are putting up gay billboards in Florida to own DeSantis over a bill that they did not read, nor do they understand. It is in the Democrats' nature to impose their will on red states. They can never just leave us alone. Drop this video a like and follow me to stay updated on the real news daily, and make sure you are following, because big tech is censoring these videos.
yeah. And they are. And fortunately, we've been really fortunate on this show. They get our first, the only reason why I don't even know when we got it, but we got it at some point between last week and this week. And it was for medical misinformation, which I don't know how you can, when we say all kinds of things on this show, and it's a comedy show primarily, how you can classify us as medical misinformation, but whatever, YouTube, whatever. Meanwhile, we have other state governors who are, again, echoing a false narrative and being very, very pro-gay.
Governor Kate Brown here. In Oregon, we say gay. Oregonians are welcoming of our LGBTQIA community members. We want to make sure that Oregon is a safe, inclusive, and welcoming place for all.
Yeah. And to that, we
God.
say, okay,
Oh, no.
groomer. Okay,
Oh,
groomer.
no.
I mean, meanwhile, Disney, they get together in a little board meeting. What if we made everything super expensive and gay? LMAO. Disney announces task force to create more LGBT content for children. 50% representation is what they're looking for right now. Meaning you is a dream come true. Let's explore your sexuality. Yeah. Yeah, that's Disney for you right now. The magic has left the kingdom. It's time to build a new thing we can believe in. I'll tell you how we're doing. It's at 5 p.m. Eastern during the Daily Wire Company Town Hall. And I didn't put it in here. I was thinking about putting it in last week, but guys, go check out Harry's Razors, or not Harry's Razors, Jeremy's Razors, the commercial from the Daily Wire. It's funny as hell. It almost makes me want to watch the Daily Wire again.
Nope, not going to do it.
Shapiro would shut up about vaccines and Israel.
Not going to do it. Can't do it. Can't go back. Can't do it.
So Disney basically said that they were going to come in and change Florida state law, the corporation, and DeSantis responded to this.
And say that the bill should have never passed and that they are going to actively work to repeal it, I think one was fundamentally dishonest, but two, I think that crossed the line. This state is governed by the interests of the people of the state of Florida. It is not based on the demands of California corporate executives. They do not run this state. They do not control this state.
Oh, shit.
But here's the thing, is the leftists support the corporations. Isn't that funny how that's working right now? Meanwhile, Tucker has DeSantis on over this issue. Here's a clip from that.
Florida. We're delighted to have you join us tonight. Governor, thanks so much for coming in. I have to say, you're one of the only politicians I've ever seen. So many Republican governors in red states who really are some of the weakest people in the country have caved. You have not caved. You've really tried to explain what this bill's about. If you'll just do it quickly for us once again. What is this bill?
Well, this bill is about providing protection so that they know they can send their young kids to school without them being sexualized, without a school telling a young girl, for example, that she may really be a boy. And if schools are trying to do things that impact the health and well-being of the kids and they're undertaking certain services, that parents have a right to know that and provide consent for it. So this is a real bill that empowers parents, it protects our kids, and for a company like Disney to say that this bill should have never passed. First of all, Tucker, they weren't saying anything when this was going through the House. They only started doing this because the woke mob came after them. But put that aside, for them to say that them as a California-based company are going to work to take those California values and overturn a law that was duly enacted and, as you said, supported by a strong majority of Floridians, they don't run this state. They will never run this state as long as I'm governor.
Yeah, they haven't improved Orlando, I noticed. Why don't they throw some money into downtown Orlando and help the people who live there? I have to ask you this, since you're on the topic of Disney. Journalist Chris Rufo, who's really done a lot, has just obtained a video of an all-hands meeting at Disney. The meeting was in response to the legislation you signed in Florida. Here is Disney corporate president Carrie Burke. Watch this.
I'm here as a mother of two queer children, actually, one transgender child and one pansexual child, and also as a leader. We have many, many, many LGBTQIA characters in our stories, and yet we don't have enough leads and narratives in which gay characters just get to be characters. And not have to be about gay stories.
All right, I'm going to leave it there. I don't know, Tank, what are you thinking?
I'm not going to Fed post. You can't make me. You can't make me Fed post.
Well, I know this is going around the interwebs right now. This didn't age well. What will happen if gay marriage is legalized? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this.
World War will break
funny.
out. Yeah. Various plagues, locust frogs, etc. Schools will begin teaching kids how to have gay sex, and terrorists will win. The terrorists haven't won yet. Well, I guess they did win Afghanistan, huh?
I mean, yeah.
Hmm.
If you're talking about my boys, the base Taliban.
Yeah, the signs and the seasons, right? And as we see this continue and the propaganda continue, we have a Supreme Court Justice nominee who is about to get confirmed, most likely. And she's confused about the definition of a woman. He's probably thinking about other women. I thought she wasn't a biologist. I know I talked about this on the show last week, but I don't remember if it was before you cut out or not. Or did I not talk about it on the show last week?
I think we did a little bit.
Okay.
Before
I talked about it on
tornado hit.
-1. I went into a little bit of a dive on some biological differences, my friend. And
I'm not a
as
biologist.
quickly as I could.
You know, this is one of those things like medieval peasants had figured out, and for some reason, you ask some of those powerful people in the country, they're like, I don't know, bro. Can't figure it out. No idea.
Oh, she knows. That's the thing, man. They know. They're playing a game, and they're playing a game for power. They know. Now, your college student might pretend like they don't know and legitimately believe they don't know, but they know too. Everybody knows. It's obvious.
Next time I'm late for work, they're like, why are you late? I'll be like, what is time really? Like,
yeah. Don't put your white supremacist ideas upon me.
I'm not a
You should
chronologist.
Just say I was in a matrix already and I got out. It's not my fault that I'm in a white man's body now.
Yeah.
You should
I
tell
can't
him
help
that,
it.
Tank.
I will tell them that.
The fact that there's an actual political and social discussion on what the definition of a woman is shows how effing stupid people have become. Peak idiocracy.
Look, how they think people reduced in the past. They just like everyone got in the middle of town and got naked, just rubbed themselves together and hoped that their fuckholes touched. I hope there's a woman in here. I wouldn't know the difference.
This is part of the idea too of breaking down like attraction, anything that's beautiful. It's to make everything, every state, as hellish as possible, because it's to bring down the the glory of God, essentially. But that's another topic. In any case, can't get in trouble for misgendering if even SCOTUS doesn't know what a woman is, right? And in case you hadn't heard, oh wow, Ketanji Brown Jackson was the Pizzagate judge.
I did see that. I'm not one to get conspiratorial or anything, but something might be up with that.
I don't think that everything in Pizzagate was real, and I think that there was stuff there that was real, and it's like a lot of these things, that get buried and we don't know, right? But I don't think you can just dismiss things like totally out of hand. I mean, look, here's good evidence. Like, I support Ketanji Brown Jackson for SCOTUS.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, oh no, I'm missing a meme. Missing a meme. Where'd my meme go? Son of a meme. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just misremembering how I placed them. Okay. Yeah. So hospitals are beginning to ask men if they are pregnant before they have scans or cancer treatments.
This can't be true.
Well, you can fact check it. Fact check the meme right now, Tank.
Nah. I hope it's not true. And I hope it's not true, and I hope we're spreading misinformation.
Is it a boy or a girl? I have no idea. I'm not a biologist. But this is what we have going on, right? Right here. We have Marsha Blackburn asked Ketanji Brown Jackson to define woman. Science says there's no simple answer. Can men get pregnant? Yes, it's possible for men to become pregnant and give birth to children. No, it's not. No, your chromosomes determine that. And you can't, like, if you don't have the two X's, you can't. Sorry. The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final and most essential command. Meet the world's most powerful doctor, Bill Gates. Anyways, so Lord of the Rings throwback here. No man can kill me. I am no man. What are you? I don't know. I'm not a biologist.
I don't know.
This is the ladies' rooms. Sorry, not a biologist.
Did anyone ever get a biologist to find out if international feminist icon Rosie the Riveter was actually a woman?
I have no idea who that is.
You know who Rosie the Riveter is?
Rosie
You've
the
seen
Riveter?
you've seen
Is
you've
that
seen
like
the
Bob the
propaganda.
Builder?
No, she's the propaganda poster. So we can do it. Yeah, she's based on a real person.
Yeah. From World War II. Okay, I know you're talking about now.
God Almighty, Bill.
Whoa, dude,
You're supposed to be a smart one in this show.
I mean, just because I have intelligence doesn't mean I use it well.
You're supposed to use it better than me, Bill.
That might be true. Does he look like a bitch? I'm not a biologist. Back in my day, our president practiced biology in the Oval Office.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Kindergartner granted PhD in biology after correctly distinguishing boy from girl.
Damn. Honorary
Pretty
degree
easy.
from Harvard.
Right? And so the point is you're telling me the ones that told us to trust the science for 2 years can't even give us a definition of a woman. You know, and this brainwash these people. The friend tests positive for COVID and denies international travel for 6 weeks. You ask him, at any moment, did you feel sick? Did you have any symptoms? He answers, no. And that's why. And that's what's so scary about this virus.
Yeah.
No, it's what's not scary. That's why it's not scary. And breaking news, Tank. Breaking news about COVID. I know it kind of disappeared there, but there are still scientific discoveries coming out. A hidden immune feature may have spared unvaccinated people from COVID-19 effects.
Huh.
It's an antidote in the immune system.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Coronavirus, an infectious disease caused by the SARS-CoV-2 virus, has claimed, or COVID-19, whatever. What? No, they're the same thing, aren't they? Are they not? Has claimed the lives of more than 6 million people since the start of the pandemic. In fact, some researchers say the true number of lives lost to COVID by the 31st of December 2021 was 18.2 million, which is more 3 times than the official death toll. I doubt it. Maybe in the reverse. In the reverse for certain, yeah. The disease appears to affect some people more severely than others, with experiencing very minor symptoms and others being hospitalized and requiring aid in breathing. The current study aimed to uncover health factors that appeared to offer COVID-19 protection for the unvaccinated. You mean there might be other health factors that's not a vaccine? But I think, therefore, I am unvaxxed. And I meant to talk about this on my siesta stream. Some of the Pfizer findings and some of the whistleblowers. Recent one that came out. I didn't really fit it into the show, but here's the long and short of it. If you don't have time to read through the Pfizer document drop, here's a quick summary. Alex Jones was right.
Yeah.
But most people have forgotten. They've already forgotten about the old COVIDs. Meanwhile, there are still headlines being put out about very sudden and rare heart attacks. Hotter nights increase risk of death from heart disease for men in early 60s. A1C rises in summer nights. Temperatures linked to 3.1% increase. Studies say. Be alert. Warning. has as more people in their 20s suffer deadly stroke, the 6 signs you must never
Ooh.
ignore.
That's weird.
Yeah. I wonder why more people are suffering from stroke, Tank.
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought you would.
I'm not a deathologist.
Oh.
Strokeologist? Strokeologist. I'm not a strokeologist.
Aren't you a memeologist?
I am.
Oh.
People don't think it be like that, but it do.
But it do.
But it do.
But it do. Meanwhile, in some sad news, the Foo Fighters family is devastated by the tragic and untimely loss of our beloved Taylor Hawkins. And you know, I bet you wouldn't guess what the cause of death would be.
Stroke?
Actually, they're not saying, they don't really know, but from an article I pulled up, he died while on tour in South Africa. The highlighted part says emergency responders received a report Friday evening about a patient with chest pains at a hotel of this north of the city. Meanwhile, what did multiple jabs of COVID-19 vaccine give you? Immunity? AIDS? Reduced risk of transmission? Your freedom back?
Joke's on you, already had
very
AIDS.
important. Yeah, right. Well, a very important question is what's going to be excuse when the virgins have AIDS?
Ooh. Well, there's none left, so that's part of the deal.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Well, I don't always take my prescription drugs, but when I do, it's because I want to bleed out my butt to cure my dry eyes.
Yes.
Yes. And man, we're trucking along pretty good, dude.
Hell yeah.
I didn't have a lot of videos in the front of the show today, so we're gonna have a lot more coming up here really, really soon. Because guys, it is that time of the show. That time of the show. Oh, I know what I'm missing here. I'm actually missing memes. Let me fix that real quick.
I'm missing memes.
It's a quick, easy fix. Yeah. See, let me take that down. Realize you guys are looking at folders here. Isn't that lovely? Let me find my spot. I'm spotting memes. I was wondering what was going on there. I was like, man. I was like, I shouldn't jump there. All right, guys, it is that time where Petalwood presents the New World's Oscars.
Oh no! Oh no!
A pop revenge spoof. Yes, yes. 'Tis the time. Oh, Petalwood. You know what they like to peddle. So, first up in categories, we have Best Variant and Pandemics. The nominees were the Delta variant, Omicron, Fluoron, and Son of Omicron. I don't know who the winners are, but I think it was Delta. Actually, it was you people at home.
We're all winners.
The best celebrity propaganda endorsement nominees go to the Jonas Brothers. They actually had one of the best ones. Actually, it was pretty cringe. Olivia Rodrigo, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or Schwarzenjogger, as he's preferred to be called, and Big Bird.
Oh my God. Oh, Bill, Big Bird.
Best achievements in Biden's Build Back Better nominees: record inflation, high gas prices, food shortages, and border crisis. And I heard this one's a tie. Next up, we have the best truthers who avoided cancellation. Nominees are Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle, Tucker Carlson, and Nicki Minaj. I don't know about Nicki Minaj's story. It's pretty. I'm not saying she should have been.
Oh no, she was on Twitter. She said,
"Friends balls." I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he said, "I don't trust that vaccine. My Trinidad cousin got it, and his balls swelled up."
Yeah,
said,
I thought it was his friend's balls.
Maybe somebody's balls in Trinidad got swollen.
He got some swole balls there, boy.
And she was like, "Oh," and then Tucker Carlson said something about her, and she retweeted him. And they were like, "How dare you? We treat a white supremacist." And she was like, "Y'all would jump out in front of a bus if Democrats told you to do it."
Yeah, she's gonna still vote Democrat though, guarantee you.
She don't vote.
Well, you're probably right about that. Best costume in left-wing ideology. Nominees are Tax the Rich, Green M&M, Make Under, Progressive Minnie Mouse, and Leah Thomas. Well, we know who won that. Leah Thomas, of course. You know why?
Because it takes a real man to do it.
That's right. Best billionaire supervillain in the making. The nominees are Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, George Soros, and Mark Zuckerberg. Well, you can't, in the making, this is just a bad category. Soros has been number one in this for years. I don't think Elon's that bad. I don't think he's that based necessarily. He likes poking the bear.
He's the least evil out of all of them.
Yeah, right. Best original catchphrase of the year. Nominees are I Stand With Ukraine, Say Gay, Free Britney, Let's Go Brandon. That's a tough one. I'm going to go with Free Britney.
Stand with Ukraine.
How dare
I don't know,
you.
that one pissed me off the most because just getting open. Well, I mean, we're always openly lied to, but I don't know, something specifically about the Ghost of Kiev thing fucked with me, and I'm still mad about it.
I mean, I don't understand why you listen to propaganda like that immediately. And to me, I was just like, oh, okay. The media is saying Russia's bad. Maybe they got something legitimate going on over there.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to be like, when the first whiff of that biolab thing popped up, I was like, that sounds like some shit we'd be getting into.
Yeah. I mean, basically.
Then what do you know?
And then the other thing is well, the whole distraction factor, right? Mm-hmm. Where it pulls away from the economic problems here and this, that, and the other thing. It's why I played a clip from Wag the Dog the other week. Run into a problem. And that was famously, that movie was based on Bill Clinton getting the Monica Lewinsky scandal skirted under the rug by invading Somalia. So, because you got to remember, under Clinton, we had Somalia and Kosovo.
Yeah.
As well as several terrorist attacks. But yeah. Best dictator in the Western democracy. Nominees are Joe Biden. No, he loses for sure. Justin Trudeau, Emmanuel Macron, and Jacinda Ardern. She probably won that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so if you guys weren't aware, the Oscars were on last night. I don't know if I had the right video up here.
I will never support the current thing. Never.
You will never support the current thing?
I will not do it.
Tonight, and for you people in Florida, we're gonna have a gay night.
Oh.
We're gonna have a great night.
Why are all these people boomer cringe?
I don't know.
I mean,
no one watches this shit.
I know. I didn't even know. I mean, if it weren't for the news, I wouldn't even know this had happened. I mean, hello, fellow humans. I am celebrity number 2932. I believe in everything that is safe and popular with people aged 18 to 35. You may now praise me on your social media platform of your choice. Remember to purchase my newly manufactured album. It's like unbelievable. And we have old Amy Schumer telling jokes, like, well, trying to be funny. Give me a second here. This dang thing.
Yes. Yep. I guess the Academy members don't look up reviews.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Oh, yes. Technical difficulties are the best, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just me again. What's up, guys? I'll be taking questions for anybody who has any. Till Bill gets back. Running it by myself. Running it by myself. Getting chat here. What's up, guys? Okay.
All right.
I don't know what happened.
Well, I was looking at the stream on Entropy. It looked like I was still moving. I don't know if I had audio because I didn't turn it up, but StreamYard just wouldn't let me do anything. It just froze up. So
StreamYard's been acting weird.
Well, yeah, last week we had the whole thing where we couldn't start streaming. Let me get that up. All right. I was trying to upload this video. It was probably because Amy Schumer was on it. It just broke StreamYards. I mean, that's what I think it was, actually. Can we do it?
I guess the Academy members don't look up reviews. Don't Look Up is nominated. Yes. Yep. I guess the Academy members don't look up reviews.
Anyways, that's why nobody watches. Amy Schumer horrified to learn you can now get slapped for bad jokes.
gosh, she's getting
What
fat.
the hell, man? My Kindle was open. I must have clicked on it. Let's see. Here we go. And so Ricky Gervais reveals what he would have said if they let him host the Oscars. And he said this. I'd start with hello. I hope this show helps cheer up the ordinary people watching at home. If you're unemployed, for example, take some comfort in the fact that even if you had a job, your salary probably wouldn't be as much as the goodie bag all the actors have just been given.
Yeah, it's a good thing to let him host.
Yeah. Woke Hollywood, virtue signaling. Meanwhile, Russell Brand had some things to say about the Oscars.
At the Oscars, is it ever alright to smack someone in the mouth in the Oscars, or make jokes, or even have Oscars? Is the world falling apart before our very eyes, unable to sustain even the briefest spectacle of meaninglessness?
Well,
I mean,
I like
it's a
him.
pretty good point.
He's growing on me.
Yeah, let me play it again from the beginning. No, he's kind of a communist though. He's like he's one of those weird like, oh, I can't enforce communism kind of thing, but
I think he's coming around. Anybody who's an urbanite is going to be a leftist, more or less. That's just something you're going to have to deal with. Because that's the nature of being an urbanite. But I think as far as like urbanites go, he's probably the least evil, so.
well, he's been through some stuff too, with addiction and all. He knows how he can be. People know that they can be the asshole are usually not assholes. People who are assholes are usually demanding everyone cater to them, and they don't even understand that they're being assholes a lot of the time. But whatever. So, did you know, despite being less than 10% of Oscar nominees, blacks account for 100% of violent crimes at the Oscars? Well, now you do. BET Awards were great last night. And why didn't anyone smack me when I joked about the guys being pedophiles?
Well,
Probably weren't that offended. But they do have a host lined up for next year. And I don't know if Will Smith's going to act up so much.
Someone said Joe Rogan should host it.
Yeah, right. And I'm no biologist, but Will Smith hits like a girl.
Damn.
He kind of does. Of course, it was probably staged, so... Anyways, enough about Will Smith throwing hands. Let's focus on the fact that Pfizer Moderna sponsored the event.
Hey-o.
Isn't that interesting?
You know
that they're also backing a drug for alopecia here, coming to a market near you.
Wait, are you gonna turn me into a conspiracy theorist about this? Is that where this is going?
Hey, I mean, it could just
is there
be a
conspiracy
coincidence.
to be had?
Could just be a coincidence.
Lay it on me. Let's see it.
I don't have any conspiracy here. Wasn't able to get around to it today, but if you didn't hear the news yet, Will Smith hit Chris Rock. Your news feed this week. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Shocks off meme. Me getting ready to see nothing but Chris Rock and Will Smith on my feed for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, I was kind of over it when it first happened.
Yep. Yeah, I'm only going to talk about it on the show probably once. Although we might have the meme over and over again because it is a good meme.
It's a good format for sure. It's like the Batman smacking Robin format, but it's real people.
Yeah, exactly. Dad, why did Will Smith smack Chris Rock at the Oscars? I don't know, and I don't care, Russ. But I do know that this will be all anyone talks about for the next week while they ignore inflation, Biden sending another $1 billion to Ukraine, and the genocide in Yemen. And I didn't even put this in the show, but that's something now people are throwing around, talking about, 400 million people that the U.S. and the U.K. have backed who've died in Yemen. Whatever. Somewhere out there, there is a conspiracy theorist wondering what Will Smith's slap is really distracting us some. Well, of course I know him. He's me. Your wife sleeps with one of your son's friends. The zebra from Madagascar says she looks like a G.I. Jane.
Oh.
Yeah. Chris Rock looking at Will Smith like, you ain't even hit the guy who banged your wife like that. Will Smith will not tolerate another man making jokes about his wife. He will, however, tolerate other men having sex with his wife. This is a man of principle, folks.
At least he has a standard, you know?
Yeah, and he's sticking to it. Chris Rock is lucky all the other dudes banging Jada didn't rush the stage. Imagine if that's how Will Smith selects guys to fuck his wife at these Illuminati parties. Just walks up and smacks you. Yeah. All right, go get Jada now. Go get her. When your marriage is open to everything except jokes.
Oh
Actually, yeah. EV Magazine had a couple memes or a couple things in here I must put in today, but again, couldn't. There's just so many memes about this. Had to be in. So let's watch this this infamous slap heard around the world. I don't know what you thinking, Tank.
It looks like he's bracing a little bit, like he didn't you would think he'd at least react by putting his hands up or something.
What I don't understand is this: I glance across your face and skim down. That's a fake slap. If I wanted to slap you, my palm's going to stay in the same direction, and I know how to slap you. I mean, I know how to slap people to knock them out. Huh?
Yeah. Why would you slap somebody instead of punching them?
Save your fist. Not break your fingers, your knuckles, any of that kind of stuff. You have the capacity to immediately grab and latch afterwards. I would suggest general, basic straight combatives, like people that are good to look at, would be someone like Lee Morrison. And these guys all teach the same kind of stuff. And these guys all used to work at nightclubs as bouncers or bars in the 90s in the UK, where people got stabbed constantly. So they know what they're talking about, and they use those things quite often, but they'll use punches too. But when you're trying to be violent with somebody, a slap and grabbing them sometimes is way more effective than punching them and pushing them away. A slap's a big gross motor skill. You lose access to gross motor skills as adrenaline dumps into your system, at least if you're not prepared for it or used to it, anesthetized to it to some degree. So there's lots of reasons why you'd want to slap somebody. But doing this isn't the thing. Not the thing at all. In Russian martial arts, we have what we call a thing called the bear paw. It's literally a slap. And it's really powerful. So I don't buy it. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
but it could be
they're
real.
literally, they're actors. They fake shit all the time. Like, how can you?
It could be real, but yeah. And look at that. Sissy smack, weak throw, leaning in, no attempt to block, neck tucked, bracing for contact. I mean,
yeah.
But let's hear what the big man has to say about it. Because I got a clip from the big man himself.
The whole thing's even badly done. Karen, give us your view on the Oscars last night and what you think was happening.
Hey, Alex. I was calling because, I mean, if somebody came up to a guy very aggressively and hit him, is he just going to stand there and take it and just do like a flat wow, like, wow, and then say that was the greatest moment?
But exactly, get to your point. But people have now, what I saw in the video, they've now gotten HD of it. He literally makes eye contact, waits, knows it's coming, gets ready, braces for impact, turns the neck, leans in, weak throw, sissy smack. I mean, it absolutely was staged. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yes, it's a staged way to physically assault any politically incorrect comedian, to put them in their place and remind the viewers that what to do when someone says something offensive, you know?
I mean, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was real. I don't know. I'm going to
was
show you
fake.
some things here in a bit, but all I know is that I'm not a slapologist, so
I am not a slapologist. I must admit, I don't.
all
don't
right.
have
Well,
that ability.
we will certainly sorry. I'm looking at how far we have left. Yeah, okay. We will certainly investigate this some more. Let's watch some more video footage of this tank.
Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Oh, wow!
Uy,
Oh, wow!
どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow! Wow! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Oh, wow!
Yes, yes, yes. Here's another one. Cognac discovering it's okay to slap comedians. We are winding out the show, sir. Just so you know. I know you have to get out of here.
Hey.
But if we're not done by the time Tank is gone, I will continue on with the memes. The memes will continue.
Carry the mantle in my stead.
You know, it could have been worse. Could have been told a joke about Alec Baldwin's wife. I think it would have went something like this. I don't know what that music's about. That's not the music they play in the movie. I'm pretty certain. And you know, you got to wonder though. Jada can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2. I mean, Chris Rock's not a very big guy. I just don't know. But
I mean,
you know, oh G.I. Jada, that was just super offensive. And this is the current theory of all the people who think that this is real, right? That she manipulated him into this. And don't get me wrong, she's been manipulating him for a long time, or
aren't they
whatever. We don't
Scientologists?
care, huh?
Aren't they Scientologists?
Probably. I don't know.
I almost let me look it up. I'm almost positive they are.
Yeah. Ain't taking that, babe. It's a joke. Handle it, Will. Oh, babe, it's yeah. Will Smith at the Oscars. Right here we are. And of course, you really gonna let Chris Rock talk about me like that?
What the hell?
Now, here's the thing. Jada Pinkett has talked about her alopecia, and here's what she had to say about it.
What people feel about this bald head of mine, because guess what? I love it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, hold on. Someone call Peter. This you? This you? This you? This you? This you?
Emotional, damn it.
You know, the calm will down. They just gave him a statue of Jada, so it's all good. In any case, so in prior Oscars, you know, Chris Rock has actually addressed Jada as well. So let's see how that went.
Says she's not coming, protesting. I'm like, is she on a TV show? Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
あら、どうなんでしょうか。
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
I'm going to.
I didn't know
back-
all that happened. I didn't watch it.
You didn't?
I don't care.
You didn't? Okay, you didn't see any of that stuff. Well, good. I'm
Yeah.
glad you finally saw that. And then he was just like, "Wow, all right, I'm going to." And then he was like, and he kind of made a face, and he was like, "Wow, best entertainment on television." The problem is that Will Smith's anger. He's an actor. He can channel that. There is no sign to me that Chris Rock is under duress as far as wavering in his voice, as far as shaking, as far as any sort of adrenaline rush, which is what should have happened, you know, in that situation. And everyone keeps talking about what a professional he is. And it's like, I don't know. Anyways, Jada, she was a little annoyed though. She was like, well, not impressed. Tupac would have shot him. So and that's the thing. She's emasculated him for a long time and talked about, you know, her time with Tupac and Will wasn't as good and just crazy stuff. Meanwhile, we have white outrage about Will Smith's slap is rooted in anti-blackness. It's inequality in plain sight. Black on black crime. That's okay.
He's saying white outrage like anybody cares that much.
Oh no. Chris Rock smooths things over with Will Smith by sleeping with his wife.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Will being allowed to watch later that night after he stuck up for Jada. Oh, that's hot.
Hell yeah.
Will Smith's face when he comes home from a long day of assaulting people and Jada is banging another rapper his son's age. That was her boyfriend for a while.
Pursuit of happiness.
Mm-hmm. Honey, did you see my video? Defending you is going viral. You can bang my wife, but you can't. And you can F with my wife, but you can't F with my. Wait, no. Fuck my wife, but you can't fuck with my wife. That's what it is. Okay. The meme made me cuss. Meanwhile, what's really going on, guys? What's really going on? Jussie Smollett was convicted of a hate crime and sentenced. He got off basically on appeal, so he's not seeing his time. We don't know what's going to happen with that, but still. Will Smith assaulted a man on live TV. Alec Baldwin shot and killed someone, and they're all comfortable at home, yet Hollywood will continue to lecture us on privilege. Excuse me. Don't let this, and this distract you from this, and this, right?
Ugh.
In order to see through, see truth, you must be willing to break through all illusions you have been taught.
Bro, I'm not shattering my contacts over this.
Damn it, Tank. Be a team player. But like the first thing I thought is, aren't these guys friends? This is the first thing I thought about. It's like these guys have known each other for a long time, and it's also Black Hollywood. And I would assume that Black Hollywood gets a little niche and hangs out with each other.
It's not real. It's not real.
Yeah.
None of this
Yeah, it's
shit's
not.
real.
And then we had Will Smith slap Chris Rock at the Oscars. Yeah. And to your point earlier, Tank, you had the comics and then the Netflix adaptation.
Yeah, that's how it
So
works.
we'll finally have to phase out that Batman meme. But not before I get to insult some pogues. Why aren't you shaved and wearing your cover, devil? Pogue at the FOB, the FOB. It's a forward operating base for anyone who doesn't know. Grunts returning from combat missions in the desert. Where we don't shave and we don't shower and we're nasty. Do things
Smell
like
like
men.
butt.
Smell like butt. But if Will Smith hadn't slapped Chris Rock, I wouldn't have known that the Oscars had happened. Would you have known, Tank?
No, I didn't even. No. I think it was like 2 days after it happened before I even heard about it.
And because of that, though, we got a great meme out of it. And so every now and again, it will be on the show, but I'm not really going to talk about it outside of it because I do think it was staged. It seems to be staged. If it wasn't, I mean, either way, the whole thing's ridiculous. Who cares? But we got a great saying out of it. That's all I have to say. Keep my wife's dicks out of your effing mouth. Yeah. That's the Memecast news, folks.
So Val sent us $10 on Entropy.
Sweet.
She said she missed us. As though
Thank
it's
you very
our
much, Val.
fault that she was gone. Which it wasn't.
Yeah, that's true. It's your fault, Val. We didn't have anything to do with it.
I didn't have anything to do with it, Val.
I don't know what this nonsense is, but yeah.
What happened?
We'll fix that right now. Fix that right now, son.
Woo!
All right, man. It's 8:28. Look at how good I am.
That's good.
I literally
That's
got the
good.
show finished 20 minutes before we started, and I got you out of here 2 minutes early. I know.
Matt says it was a stage. Will Smith had a mental break. His choice to be cuckold is destroying him. Well, okay, that's probably true.
I think he did have a mental break, but something else was going on there, dude. And I don't know, like a guy Will Smith's size. Will Smith is like 6'2", and I guarantee he's at 200 some odd pounds or more. And I don't know how big Chris Rock is, but he's pretty skinny. He always has been. A guy that size smacking a dude full force. Maybe he didn't mean to smack him full force, but then look, that smack was a weird old smack. And
he did this like he did this thing, like he led with his elbow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then he turned his palm down. If I wanted to fake wrestling smack you, that would be probably a way I would do it. Right? Because what I'm doing is I'm hitting your cheek and then I'm pushing it away. I'm not really smacking you. And so maybe that's what it was. It's like, oh, I tapped him. I didn't really want to hurt him. I pushed him away. I mean, I get the emotion that you're seeing. You have to understand these people are as Gary from Nerdrotic would say, paid pretenders. And I know like what violence looks like. I did not see any sign out of Chris Rock that he was just literally assaulted shockingly.
Yeah.
He's an actor as well, but not as well trained. So yeah.
If you're going to take that all the time to walk up on stage in front of God and everybody, throw an elbow. Like I'm not getting up to not fully whoop somebody's ass. Like that's not. I don't know. If people know powdered milk, I've got some powdered goat milk right now. And it's god awful. It's god awful.
All right, man. Well, it's 8:30. Let's get you out of here. Guys,
right.
we'll be back. We should be back next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I couldn't.
Did we lose Bill again?
Stream on
What
all.
the heck? Oh.
What the hell's going on? Tank, are you there? Are you there,
Yeah,
Tank?
I'm here.
All right. Anyways, my apologies for that. I'm going to try and stream Friday and again on Sunday. So over there. But hey, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for the donation, Val. This has been the Ends Justify the Memes. And remember, the ends always justify those memes. Play that outro, Tank.